Hello everyone, welcome to lecture on linear equation in two variables. In this lecture, we are going to discuss what is linear equation, what is simultaneous equation, and after that we solve some examples on simultaneous equation. So let's start with our first point, that is what is linear equation. To understand linear equation, you must have strong base about what is degree, and if you don't know about the degree, then you can watch my lecture on polynomial. In that lecture I have discussed about the degree of polynomial, so you will get the idea of degree, and the link is given in the description box. In this lecture I shortly tell you about the degree. If we are observing this first example, in this example, it contains two variables, that is variable x and y. Then in first term, it contains variable x and the power of x is 1. So the power of x, that is 1, is called degree of first term. Here the degree of first term is 1. Similarly, in the second term it contains y and the power of y is 1. So the degree of second term in this equation is 1. So here first term contains degree 1 and second term contains degree 1. Similarly, in the third example, here first term contains 3x square and here variable is x. So the power of x is 2, then we can say the degree of this first term is 2. And second term contain 4x. Here variable is x and power of this x is 1. So the degree of second term is 1. In this talking about equation, then we have to check all the terms in this equation and take the degree term wise. The maximum value in maximum degree in this term is called the degree of equation. It means here first term degree is 2, second term degree is 1, and here equals to term degree of constant is 0. So maximum between 2, 1, 0 is 2. So the degree of this complete equation is 2. Is it clear? Actually, degree is not our main point, but to understand linear equation, you must know about the degree concept of degree. Now, what is linear equation? Here, if the equation contain variable, then we have to check the term which contains variable. If it contains variable, then corresponding to that term, the degree must be 1. Suppose here equation 1 contains two variable in and variable contain in first term and in second term. Corresponding to first term contain variable, degree is 1, and similarly second term contain variable y and corresponding to this second term degree is 1. So this equation contain variable and corresponding to variable term degree is 1. So we can say this is a linear equation. जिस एग्जाम्पल के अंदर आपको वेरिएबल दिखेगा उस वेरिएबल के करस्पॉन्डिंग क्या होना चाहिए, डिग्री 1. अगर उस टाइप का इक्वेशन आपको मिलता है तो उस इक्वेशन को क्या कहते हैं, लीनियर इक्वेशन. इज इट क्लियर? गुड. नाउ in second example, if you observe that it contains again variable x and y and corresponding to variable term, here first term contain variable and the degree of this first term is 1. Similarly second term degree is 1. So this is again linear equation. Now example number 3, here first term contain 3x square. It contain variable but corresponding to this variable degree is 2. So here this is not linear equation because the condition for linear equation, degree must be 1. If it contain variable, then that variable containing term degree must be 1. But here this condition is failed in this example number 3, so it is not example of linear equation. Now in example number 4, here first term contain variable and degree of this first term is 1. Second term does not contain any variable, it's a constant, so degree of constant is 0. And we know that if we are checking linear equation, just you have to check whether variable is present in the equation. If it is present, then just check corresponding to variable term degree is 1 or not. If it is 1, then it is okay, no need to check corresponding to constant. So here these are the constant, no need to check corresponding to constant degree, because here simply constant is contain degree 0. So it is again example of linear equation. Now again we take one example to clear one point, that is, if any example contain term x into y. Here this variable x and y are in the product form, and if we are talking about the equation, then you have to take equals to some term. Suppose I take equals to 0, that is our equation is x into y equals to 0. Now it is equation, and tell me the degree of this equation. Yes, degree means what? We have to check power. Here power of x is 1 and power of y is 1. So complete of this equation is add the power of x and y, that is 1 plus 1 is 2. So the degree of this equation is 2, because here x and y, these are in the product form. If these variable are in product form, that time we have to add their power, then the addition of that power is nothing but degree. So this equation contain degree 2. It means this example number 5 is not linear equation. Now we see what is linear equation in two variables. Here linear equation in two variables. Here example, if you observe this example 1, example 2 and example 4, these are our linear equation, and example number 3 is not linear equation. In this example 1 to 4, it contains variable x, y. Here first example contain variable x, y, second example contain variable x, y, that is two variable containing term. So here example 1 and 2 are linear equation in two variables. So these are linear equations in two variables. But example number 4 contain only one variable. So this is example of linear equation, but it contains only one variable. So we can say example number 4 is a linear equation in one variables. इसका मतलब सिंपल है कि सिर्फ लीनियर इक्वेशन है तो टोटल वेरिएबल्स आपको चेक करना है, जितने नंबर ऑफ वेरिएबल है उतने नंबर ऑफ वेरिएबल्स का वो क्या रहेगा, इक्वेशन. Here this example 1 and 2, these are linear equation in two variables. Now next we see the definition of linear equation in two variables. ये जो अभी हमने बताया वो कंसेप्ट का यूज़ करके हम अभी उसकी डेफिनेशन को देखते हैं कि किस तरह से इसका डेफिनेशन किया जाएगा. हमने क्या देखा था, हमें टर्म वाइज डिग्री चेक करना है, और टर्म में अगर वेरिएबल प्रेजेंट है तो वेरिएबल के करस्पॉन्डिंग डिग्री क्या होनी चाहिए, 1. तो ये सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट है. जैसे इस इक्वेशन में हमने डिग्री चेक की थी, बट किसके करस्पॉन्डिंग, जिसमें वेरिएबल है. जैसे फर्स्ट टर्म में वेरिएबल है, सेकेंड टर्म में वेरिएबल है, और इक्वल्स टर्म में कांस्टेंट है, तो हमें कांस्टेंट से के करस्पॉन्डिंग चेक नहीं करना है. जस्ट जिसके पास जिस टर्म में वेरिएबल प्रेजेंट है उसके करस्पॉन्डिंग डिग्री चेक करना है, और वो क्या होनी चाहिए, 1. सो इसी का बेस यूज़ करके हम डेफिनेशन करेंगे लीनियर इक्वेशन इन टू वेरिएबल्स. हियर definition is an equation which contains two variables and the degree of each term containing variables is 1. जिसके पास में वेरिएबल है उसका डिग्री क्या होना चाहिए, 1. is called linear equation in two variables. ये डेफिनेशन क्लियर होंगी. अभी एग्जाम्पल से हमने यही देखा है, जस्ट इसको डेफिनेशन में रखा है. नाउ नेक्स्ट वी सी व्हाट इज साइमल्टेनियस इक्वेशन. अब लीनियर इक्वेशन ही है, जस्ट उसको साइमल्टेनियस लीनियर इक्वेशन क्यों कहते हैं वो देखेंगे. In the example, we see the definition and then we explain with the help of example. The definition of simultaneous linear equation is two linear equation in two variables taking together are called simultaneous linear equation. That means if we have given two linear equation means we know what is linear equation, and if we have given two linear equation in two variables, it means both the linear equation contains two variable taking together, that is in one example we have given two linear equation is called simultaneous linear equation. That two a combination of two equations, or we can say family of that two equation, is called simultaneous equation. Here example, if you observe these two examples, first example contain variable xy and corresponding to this variable degree is 1, so it is linear equation. And similarly equation number 2 contain variable xy and corresponding to this two variable again degree is 1, so we can say both these equations are linear equations, and this equation contains same variable. First equation contain variable xy, similarly second equation also contain variable xy, so this family of equations satisfied this condition of simultaneous linear equation, so we can say this family of equation is called simultaneous linear equation. Now next we see how to solve simultaneous linear equation. It means we have given two equation and we have to solve, and there are two methods of solving simultaneous equation. We one by one discuss these methods, and before that, what is the meaning of solving simultaneous equation? We are solving this, it means we want to find the value of xy with the help of these two given equation, and that solution, that value of xy satisfied both the equation. If we are put the value of xy in the left hand side of equation 1, then we get 8, that is the value of right hand side. It means this equation is satisfied. If left hand side equals to right hand side is fulfilled, then that is called equation is satisfied by that value. Similarly, if same value if we put in second equation in the left hand side, then in the left hand side of this second equation we get value 2. That means here the second equation is also satisfied. So we are solving this equation, that means we are finding the value of xy, and that value, that pair satisfied this both the equation 1 and 2 simultaneously. So now next we see method 1 and method 2. Method number 1. In method 1, we are eliminating the one variable. For eliminating one variable, we have to convert this equation in new equation form such that the coefficient of any one variable must be equal in both the equation. Here the coefficient of variable x is 5 and second equation coefficient of x is 3. Now we have to convert this equation in such a way that the coefficient of equation 1 coefficient of x in equation 1 and coefficient of x in equation 2 get similar. How to do that we see here. The first equation consider equation number 1 and second equation consider equation number 2. Now we have to eliminate any one variable. Suppose I want to eliminate variable x, then here equation 2 coefficient of x is 3 and I want to eliminate x, so I multiply this equation 1 by 3. Here the coefficient of x is 3, that's why I have multiplied equation 1 by 3. Similarly, the coefficient of x in equation 1 is 5. This 5 multiplied to equation 2. This process we are doing to convert the coefficient of x in equation 1 and 2 similar. Now after this multiplication we get new form of equation 1, that is equation 1 is here multiply 3. Multiply 3, it means we have to multiply this 3 both the side and multiply to all the terms. So here 3 into 5, that is 15x, 3 minus 3 into 3 minus 9y is equals to 8 into 3, 24. Similarly, multiply this 5 to equation number 2. Here again 5 is multiplied throughout the equation. Then it is 15x plus 5y is equals to 10. See the new equation, equation 1 and 2. We get the new form, but value of equation our 1 and 2 remains same, because we know that if we are multiplying any constant throughout the equation, then equation remains same. So we are not changing the equation 1 and 2, just we are multiplying. So our value of x remains same after multiplication of any constant. Now here we have to eliminate one variable. Now the value of coefficient of x in both the equation are similar, so we are subtracting this. If we are subtracting, then this minus sign is multiplied throughout, that is minus 15, here minus 5, minus 10. Subtract this term, then here 0 because it is similar, minus 9y minus 5y, that minus is minus 14y. 24 minus 10 is 14. Now see this, after subtraction we get new equation and this contain only one variable, and we want to find value of x and y. So from this term we easily find the value of y. Just divide coefficient of y throughout the equation, that means divided by minus 14. If we are dividing this minus 14, then we get y is equals to 14 divided by minus 14 is minus 1. So value of y is minus 1. In this way we are eliminate one variable and find out the value of another variable. Now we want the value of x. So with the help of this y, we can put this value of y minus 1 in equation 1 or in equation 2. You can put in any one equation, either in 1 or in 2. If we are putting this value of y in equation number 1, then we get here equation 1 is 5x minus 3y equals to 8. If we put the value of y minus 1, then 5x minus 3 minus 1 is equals to 8. Multiply this minus 3 into minus 1, that is plus 3. So here plus 3 equals to 8. Simplify this term. Here 3 is a constant. This 3 shift at right hand side, then the plus 3 become minus 3 in the right hand side. So here 5x equals to 8 minus 3. Subtract this term, we get value 5. Now to find the value of x, we have to divide this constant throughout the equation. Then after divide, that is divide by 5. Divide by 5 throughout the equation, then we get x equals to 1. So the solution of simultaneous equation is x equals to 1 and y equals to minus 1. This pair satisfied our both the equation 1 and 2. Now we check, is this solution really satisfied equation 1 or 2 or not. We know equation 1 is given is 5x minus 3y equals to 8. If we take left hand side of this equation, that is 5x minus 3y, put the value of x and y in left hand side, then it is 5 into 1 minus 3 into minus 1. Simplify this term, we get 8. That is nothing but right hand side. It means equation 1 is satisfied, that is this value. Take equation number 2. Equation 2 is 3x plus y is equals to 2. Now again take left hand side of this equation, that is 3x plus y. Put the value of x and y in left hand side, then we get 3 into value of x is 1 plus value of y is minus 1. Now simplify this term, then here we get 3 minus 1, that is equals to 2, and 2 is nothing but right hand side of our equation 2. So here again left hand side is equals to right hand side. It means equation 2 is verified and this satisfied by this value. So we can say this x equals to 1 and y equals to minus 1 is a solution of our simultaneous linear equation. Now second method is substitution method. In substitution we have to convert one variable, value of one variable, in the form of another variable, and that value we have to put in the equation, and from that we get complete equation in one variable, and we solve that equation, we get the value of one variable. With the help of that value we find value of another variable. For example, here in equation number 2 it is easy to write y is equals to, so we get y in the form of x. So here y is equals to this 3x, I shift in right hand side, then this plus 3x become minus 3x, and this is new equation, we consider it is equation number A. This equation y is equals to we get from equation number 2, so we put this value of y in equation number 1 because we get the value of y from equation 2, that's why we are putting this value in equation number 1. If we put this value in equation number 1, then we get 5x minus 3 into y, so y value of y is 2 minus 3x equals to 8. Now we get complete equation in the form of x. Now we have to just simplify this term. Here multiply this minus 3 throughout the bracket, then we get minus 3 into 2 minus 6, minus 3 into minus 3, that is plus 9x. So here this, now we want the value of x, so take variable term in left hand side and remaining all constant shift to right hand side. So here minus 3x shift to right hand side, then it become plus 6. So new term is 8 plus 6, and 8 plus 6 is 14. So here 8 plus 6 is 14, and left hand side 5x plus 9x again 14x. Now we want the value of x, so divide 14 throughout, then we get x equals to 1. This is the value of x, but we want value of y also, so put this x equals to 1 in our new equation, that is equation number A. Here we are putting the value of x equals to 1, then we get y equals to 2 minus 3 into 1, and we know the value answer of 2 minus 3 is minus 1. So the answer of y minus 1. It means the solution of our simultaneous equation is x equals to 1, y equals to minus 1. If you notice that both the method 1 and method 2 give the same values of x and y, it means you can use any method to solve simultaneous equation. Thank you. Like, share and subscribe.